Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an Airbus pilot, and welcome back to the lovely Flight Sim Labs Airbus A321NEO with the Pratt & Whitney update. Today we're going to take off from Innybuild's New York John F. Kennedy Airport over to Flight Tampa's lovely Las Vegas V3. I'd say without any further ado, we just get right into this and enjoy flying this beautiful Delta Airlines 100-year livery on the November 589 Delta Tango. So, welcome to the cabin. I just absolutely love those ceiling lights over here, both in the entrance area as well as the cabin. I just have to show them time and time again. But now let's get right into the cockpit, which is where we are really going to spend our next 6 hours. So, starting right down here with our electronic flight bag. By the way, I love that EFB background over here with a couple of basics like the oil requirements, crosswind limits, and that kind of stuff. We are going to start though with our briefing documents, and that's our current SimBrief flight plan. So let's start with a couple of the dispatcher maps down here, cause this is what our route looks like. Departing New York across the Great Lakes and then southbound again across the Rockies down into Las Vegas. The reason for the northerly route becomes immediately visible when we look at the significant weather charts with 155 knots headwind right down south of our route. Now the second half of our flight, as you can see, is going to include a little bit of moderate turbulence here, but overall weather conditions just opposing that jet stream all the time. Now as you can see, our route leads us very nicely into a pretty light version of the headwind though. If we flew that one on the Great Circle route, we'd probably take like half an hour longer even. Now, from here, let's go ahead and have a look into the airport weather. New York gives us winds of 310 at 18, gust 27, temperature +1, QNH 2997, and Las Vegas, calm winds, good weather, overall lovely flying conditions. Our alternate in Ontario is completely beautiful in the forecast as well, so I'm absolutely positive that this is going to become an easy one. Now, for our flight plan, we're departing New York at 16:25 UTC and arriving about half an hour early in Las Vegas. Average headwind 63 knots. Well, that's kind of normal, isn't it? Now, our departure is going to be the JFK 5 departure towards Cody, and we'll start on level 320, later on 340, and then arrive by the Chow 4 arrival into Vegas. From here, let's move right down into the fuel section. So 39,000 pounds of fuel is the minimum, plus taxi, plus it's JFK, so some small delays may always be encountered over here. Alright, so with that in mind, we are going to just take 40,000 pounds of gas, and then we should be absolutely good to go. Now, our expected departure time is 16:25, and of course I have forgotten to set the timer over here, so let's just correct that mistake. Custom time over here, please, and we're departing, well, 16:25, so let's call it 16:05 right now. Okay, so that stuff is done, then let's move down into the ACARS and get a little bit of stuff done. So, preliminary cockpit preparation, engine masters off, thrust select, the mode selector is in norm, then we do have the landing gear lever down, wipers are off, and the battery voltage is okay. Operating on the external power right now, we are however going to get that APU going in a moment over here, because, well, it's just freaking cold outside. So, APU master switch on, and APU's data switch also going on. Okay, so with that done, let's go ahead and move right down into the ACARS. And for that, I will be using my WinWing Airbus MCDU here. Let's go into the ATSU AOC menu, init, and see what we're going to get there. Delta 807, that's correct. And init data request. Now on to the crew details. Captain will be us, of course, and we'll call you guys 330 co-pilot. Okay, that's good. Now on the OFP data, block fuel 40,000, and we are going to refuel instantly because in the real world, fueling would probably have been done in the past already. Okay, that's all looking fantastic. Then let's send that OFP data down there. And then we can head over into the boarding menu and see what we got there. And we basically want to start the boarding now. Water is full, catering is full, everything per the flight plan, and then we can request that stuff. And with that, let's also go ahead and request that departure ATIS. And just to be 100% sure, let's go to the ATSU menu, COM menu, VHF3 data mode, and I want to be using the Hobby ACAS today, because we will attempt to fly this one on VATSIM, provided that ATC stays online. Like, they unfortunately never book in the US, so we don't really know how long they are going to stay online or not. In any case, everything is now requested. Now that down here would have been the Sane Tensions ATIS, this one is the VATSIM ATIS. And that is actually looking quite good. Altimeter 2996 right now. And all the rest down here is looking fantastic. Okay. So 2996 set over here, over there, and down here. Okay, lovely. So runway in use is 31. That's as planned. Now, for the message, we'll disregard that slot notification down here. They don't really use that in the US. Now, preliminary load sheet, Las Vegas, well, JFK to Las Vegas on the 589 Delta Tango, which is our aircraft. 2 pilots, 5 cabin crews, weights are all looking good, and that's all good. So we can accept this. Okay, lovely. Finally, let's go into data, FMGC, position, well, aircraft status, and we can check Pratt & Whitney engines installed, nav database is up to date, that's all looking fantastic, and the flight plan has already uplinked. Beautiful. And then we're done with that stuff, so let's get moving on. The APU is available by now, so APU bleed is coming on. Then let's also get the seatbelts going already, because they would have started the boarding by now. Okay, so ADIOS, 1, 2, 3 going into nav, then let's move down into the EFB and do some preliminary calculations. Oh, did the EFB just crash? So we'll start with a TAC log for the aircraft's technical status, and down here we just got call bell on Cedro 5 on the minimum equipment list. No problem at all, they have enough time to fix that. Alright, apart from that, our aircraft is looking good. Now let's go for the takeoff data, and we're departing New York, runway 31 left, and we'll just take Kilo Echo over here. All the rest seems to be looking good. Calculate, and surprise, we can go. Who would have thought that that's possible? Some 30,000 pounds or 28,000 pounds below the max takeoff weight, easy going. Okay, beautiful. So with that done, we check our aircraft status, and the oxygen is good, hydraulic quantities are good, APU or engine oil is also looking good. Now let's do a recall down here, 3 seconds, and that is also looking good. Alright, perfect. Then we are done down here, so let's move into the cockpit preparation procedure. So, flight recorder, carrying on, CBR test is looking good, evacuation switch is good, lights are good, batteries off and on again, and then you can give me the ELAC page please, and the things are working correctly. Refueling is complete, so let's turn on the fuel pumps, and then we can do the engine fire test. Looking okay in engine number 1, and looking okay on engine number 2. The right hand side is all done. Now moving up to the main panel, QNH is in here. It's the 12th of February 26th, that's all looking good. We'll do the frequencies a little later, but we want to listen to VHF 1, VHF 2 and the interphone. ATC is all set, and weather radar. Oh, no, we are not. Stop that. Are they just gravity extending the gear? Come on, stow those. Well, I actually just wanted to check the weather radar, which is looking good. Stow them, thanks. Any problem? No. And the gear didn't collapse either. Okay, that's alright. Good, Well then, everything's checked, so let's get right down into the MCDU. For that we'll be using our SimBrief dispatch app in order to have the flight plan readily available, and then we can go. So JFK to Las Vegas, Alternate Ontario, Delta 807, cost NX20, flight level 320, that's all good. We're departing from JFK 31 left, and we'll take the JFK 5 departure, insert, and for the arrival in Las Vegas, for now we'll take the ILS Zulu runway 26 left, Chow 4 arrival, and we're coming in from Gap, and we can insert that. Now for the secondary flight plan, engine out are fairly easy, JFK X, I think it's 5 on this one, and that's gonna be KJFK 31 left slash, what's the runway track, let's see, 314. So like that, store, here we go, and holding over there at 314 inbound right-hand turns. And it doesn't allow that because the IRS isn't aligned yet. Interesting. In the real world it wouldn't allow it when the IRS isn't aligned, but look at that, it inserted it anyway. Well, I guess that just screams, just don't comment on it. Alright, arrival, 3-1 right if required. Now let's put the same thing into the fixed pages. JFK 314, JFK X5, like that. Okay, now on to our route, store active. And that way we could now check the route, but a little bugged, it just always ends on page number 1, should actually give us a couple more pages. Okay, so let's get that load sheet. $152.1, and the CG is 33.3. Like that, block fuel 40,000 pounds. And for the fuel down here, 3.6, final 2.4, and reserves 1.6. Okay, that's all looking fantastic. Then let's move on to the performance. And we got conf 1 plus F, they say. Now, let's calculate config 2. Better safe than sorry with the A321. So conf 2, flex 50, and that's 125 meter stop margin. Okay, and the speed 61, 61, 62. Alright, engine out, acceleration 1500, the rest is noise abatement procedure 2, nothing pre-selected, and KJFK 31 left for the performance page. Optimum 315, cruising 320, that looks pretty good. Then let's just go ahead and enter the step altitudes. We just got a single one today, that's level 340 at Chowie. Like that. Alright, insert. Great, with that we are done with the setup down here. Let's just go ahead and cross-check our standard instrument departure. Import, New York, pin, Kennedy 5. Let's see. Straight ahead, within 2.5 miles, left turn to CanRC. And we got straight ahead 420, left turn to CanRC, and thereafter it's gonna be radar vectors anyway. Alright, so far so good. Then everything is inserted and checked. And the right hand side is set up as well. Initial climb. I think it's 5,000 or something the likes. Set 5.1. Quick look over here. Yeah, 5,000. Okay, good. So, setup is completed. Then they should just finish up the boarding now, and then we're good to go. Let's see how that is going on. Just says boarding passengers now. Okay. Well, we do have a couple more things to do here before we're ready, so let's just keep going with that. Okay, so, up next would be our clearance, and as always in VATSIM, they just send us that thing via private message, which is a bit unfortunate. That was good technology like 10 years ago, but ever since, they've really made some progress with the remaining software, so I don't really get why VATSIM USA just doesn't give us, you know, why they don't just give us the same data link capabilities that we got in the real world. But yeah, well, I guess we just have to live with it. So let's just go ahead and get that stuff done. So here's our message. Pilot alert, amended routing. Okay, so now we gotta check something. I think they just removed the SID from the routing though, because I added it just in case ATC goes offline, because if I have to use AI ATC, then I'd rather have the SID in. But okay, let's go ahead and check it nonetheless. So we got JFK, Cody, Quebec 436 to rack, and that's what we got. Then Delta Kilo Kilo, Kilo Papa 870, Golf Romeo Bravo, Kilo Papa 87 India, Shep, Fox Sierra Delta, Chowie, Weiser, Romeo Lima Golf, Juliet November Charlie, Bug, Gap, and the Chow 4 arrival. Yeah, so they just removed that SID. 2021 miles is checked. Okay, apart from that, cleared for the score 5 departure Yankee transition. Alright, well, that is the change then. Okay, so do they have a runway in there? Not really, huh? Okay, it doesn't matter. So we got the score 5. Like that, and the Yankee transition. Okay, insert. Now let's go ahead and find the charts for that. Alright, so heading 314, intercept 238, inbound a score. And we got heading 314, intercept 238, inbound a score. And then we continue via CSID to Yankee, and CSID is above 2500. We got CSID Yankee, and looking at it up here, that seems pretty much accurate. Okay, beautiful. So we don't need to do anything more down there. Lovely. Okay, so that stuff's now done. Then we can start with our departure briefing, please. Temperatures are +1, so no cold temperature correction required. Easy going. So we'll be departing New York JFK, runway 31 left, score 5 departure, initial 5000, MSA is 3600, and extra fuel and time we have exactly 0. Okay, hotspot for our taxi out is crossing off a runway. That's gotta be... Where's the airport chart when you need it? Here we go, parking down here, 31 left, so we'll go out here. We got Kilo Echo intersection data, but we might have to go Juliet and then cross runway 4 left, and then take any of those intersections up here. Not 100% sure which one we're gonna get yet, but I suppose we are just gonna see about it. Now, from there, stop margin for the rejected takeoff is going to be whopping 125 meters on this 4-kilometer runway, but that's based on the intersection, so there is that available, plus the task factor. In case of an engine out, we continue straight ahead, climbing 4000, pick up the holding, and then we can come back to either of the runway 31s over here in JFK, or there are plenty of alternatives available. Nothing special, nothing non-standard, no speed restrictions, so we can retract the flaps all the way. There are no problems with the altitude restriction over CSID either, and that's pretty much it. Do you have any threats? No? Lovely. then that's our departure briefing completed. So, cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity 39,920 pounds balanced. Seatbelts on, ADRs, nav, and bow ref QNH 2996. And that's the cockpit preparation checklist complete. Alright, so we should pretty much be ready to go now. What are the services doing? Still says boarding passengers now. That's a bit of a pity. I would love some update on that, but I tell you what, then we are just gonna force it. Even though that's probably gonna reset GSX, so perhaps not a good idea. How did this open on the main page? God, GSX. It's incredible. No matter where it's integrated, no matter what it's doing, it's just always buggy. Okay, I don't care, GSX. Thank you very much. ATSU, ASC menu, boarding, instant, request. Okay, and that should finish up that boarding process. Then let's just go ahead and reset GSX so that we can get the pushback tuck for our departure. So, restart GSX, please. Alrighty. Oh, come on. Services? Oh, well. I suppose it'll eventually come to life again. So, final load sheet. In compliance with edition number 1, and 152.1 is checked, and 33.3 is also checked. That's 191.7 for the takeoff weight, and I think we calculated a little less than that. No, we don't need de-icing. Yeah, we calculate a bit less. Let's do 192, then we're on the safe side here. 3-1 left, Kilo Echo, and the rest is looking fantastic. Calculate. Flaps 2, flex 50, trim 0. And that's what we got. And the speed, 61, 61, 62, 125 meters. That's all looking fantastic. Okay, beautiful. So we got that lovely stuff. Then let's see. Tower is still online, 119.1. Alright, let's put him active, and then we can get going down here. So, Squawk 3110 is in here, and then we are basically done. Okay, I like it. So we're good to go. So, transponder is coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon from Flight. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emmanuel, and in the name of Delta, I'd like to welcome you all on board our Airbus A321 on our flight to Las Vegas. Today's flight time is going to be a whopping 5 hours and 25 minutes, expecting some occasional light turbulence as we're heading through some rather strong jet stream from the front. Nonetheless, we expect to arrive on time in Vegas, and we will begin starting our engines here in the matter of the next couple of minutes. Thank you very much for being on board. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. And if there's anything we can do for you to make it more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask any of our charming cabin crew members. Cabin crew, all doors in flight. Okay, so basically good to go. Let's see. Since unfortunately VATSIM doesn't simulate the ramp, everything behind is checked clear. And before start checklist. So, park and brake, set, takeoff speeds and thrust, V1 161, VR 161, V2 162, flex 50, windows, closed, bacon, on and tasty. Before start checklist complete. Ground from flight deck. So, please confirm that all doors and hatches are closed, ground equipment is removed and the bypass pin is installed. That's all confirmed, Captain. Alright, thanks. We are ready to pushback and the park and brake is now released. Thank you, start the push and stand by for engine start. Roger. Okay, here we go. Off block at 27. Schedule 25. For New York, I'd say that is absolutely perfect. Okay then, we'll be starting engines 1 and 2 in that sequence, and we'll begin with engine number 1 now. Clear 1. Engine 1 start. So, 1 minute cooling time. Beautiful livery, isn't it? I'll be quite honest with you, that livery is the very reason why I am doing this flight overall. Kind of interesting that the engines are in the cooling process, but the fan is actually not turning. I mean, it matches the indications here. I suppose 10% N2 is just not enough for it. And here, my friends, you're witnessing a very normal engine start of the latest generations. It's just taking ages for them to run that motoring process. And here we go.
Kennedy Tower, hello, and on 007 Heavy, established on runway 31 right.
Alright, pushback's completed, set park and brake.
Hello, 007 Heavy, altimeter 2996, wind 3321, true and right, clear time. Clear to land, runway 21 right, altimeter 2996, that's 007 Heavy.
Ooh, lovely 777 over there. If you want... Oh, A330 actually. Okay, now I can spot that winglet. Didn't see it previously. Okay, so that's a good start on engine 1, starting engine 2. In the meantime, landing gear doors not closed, maximum speed 250. Well, that's probably because I accidentally hit that gravity gear extension earlier. That should reset. So, clear landing gear. Here we go. In-up systems, landing gear door. I don't like that. What's that looking from the outside? Oh yeah. Still showing open right now. But don't worry, that will be reset in a few moments. In the meantime, clear signal is received. Let's just have a very quick look up here. Basically, as soon as the hydraulic system is pressurized, those doors should be closing as well. What is the hydraulic system doing? It is showing fully pressurized. Interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. For now, engine start is in progress.
JFK Tower, good afternoon, Marriott, in 1Q.
Let's see, MEL, do we have something interesting on there?
Stand by.
I guess probably not. I mean, if this works anywhere close to the A330, then the thing is just gonna reset itself when hydraulic pressure is there. So we'll see about it. Let's do the after-start procedures, and then we'll see. Okay, trim 0 is already correct. Still showing unlocked. Now let me try something. So we can't move the gear lever into the up position right now, but they should have reset. Let's see if we got any active failures, just to be sure here. I don't think we do. Landing gear. Door's not closed. I mean, they're not active. Let me think for a moment. Anything we can do? So hydraulics are showing all normal. That's basically what would fix it in the A330. After the gear extension had been active, you can just reset it, and that's it. But the A330 also has a reset switch on the gear extension. I suppose this one does probably not. I mean, I guess it would reset the moment you stow the lever.
JFK Tower, Unit 1067.
So let's just have a look on that overhead.
Looking for clearance, San Diego. President Aircraft, stand by, please.
Where is landing gear? Just trying to see if we can reset those breakers. Landing gear down here. System 1. I'm not sure if they are actually bound to the LGCIU on the A320, but tell you what, let's pull it. So that's there. Then we need to find the LGCIU number 2 back here. Gotta be somewhere. That's much easier with the reset buttons on the A330. But if anyone sees landing gear, then do point it out, please. Still searching. But I can't actually find them. Interesting. Is there only a single unit? Or am I just too blind? I would guess probably the latter. Bing. CV tripped on overhead panel. Yep, that's intentional.
Kennedy Tower, around 007 heavy, is vacant.
Oh, here it is. LGCIU
right,
System
to
2.
the left to
Let's pull that. Okay, and then we'll just reset them and see if that has any difference. And we got the hydraulic breakers here for the LGCIU as well. You're not supposed to be pulling breakers random like that, but let's give it a short while. Okay, that's looking good. Then let's push all those back in. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And the overhead as well. Landing gear LGCIU. Here we go. Okay. Still showing open. I mean, the interesting question is, are they going to retract when we retract the gear lever? And I honestly can't answer that one.
Welcome to Kennedy. Continue on Bravo to the ramp this frequency.
I suppose for the time being,
continue on Bravo and stand this one.
That is all we can do, is it? I mean, ABCU doesn't sound like it. Suppose we can pull it, keep it out for a second, push it back in. But that's probably not going to do anything there. Okay, we can do one last thing. That's to go down here. Failures are probably not active. No. And then we can have a look into the options and see if we can reset anything down here. Maintenance. None of those. None of those. And none of those. Okay. So that's not it. I mean, it's surely not going to be under the doors menu, is it? Nope. Okay. I expected that. No, that's just sim settings. Okay, I tell you what. We're just going to try it and see if they are gonna retract, and then we'll just, well, see what's gonna happen. So, after start checklist. Anti-ice off, ecom status is well known and checked. Okay, pitch trim, that's 0 set, rudder trim 0, after start checklist complete. And then we've got ATIS information November. Kennedy ground, good afternoon, Delta 807 information November, request taxi.
Delta 807 Kennedy Tower, good afternoon, information November, current recycle transponder squawk is 3310, please.
3310, Delta 807.
And 007 Heavy, which taxiway do you enter the ramp? Golf. I'm sorry, say again please, allow Heavy? Golf and then A10. Okay, very good. LL 007 Heavy, thank you. Continue the taxiway Bravo Golf to the ramp. Bravo Golf to the ramp, LL 007.
So let's see if he remembers us.
JFK Tower, you're very at 212, ready for taxi, 3-1 left.
Delta 807, call me short of Alpha, please.
Call you short of Alpha, Delta 807. Okay,
At
straight ahead and hold short.
Good afternoon, November current, call me short of Alpha, please.
Okay, brakes are off. Then let's see if we can give this a go.
Thank you.
Steering is on. So, brake check. Pressure 0. Alright, our cabin is ready already. Then let's do the flight controls. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Delta 807 approaching Alpha.
Delta 807, thank you, runway 31 left, taxi left, Bravo, Juliet, Zulu, cross runway 22 right at Juliet.
Taxi runway 31 right via Bravo, Juliet, and Zulu, cross runway 22 right at Juliet, Delta 807.
Delta 807, verify runway 31 left, just amend, just make sure it's 31 left via left, Bravo, Juliet, Zulu, cross runway 22 right at Juliet.
Hey firm, it's 31 left, Bravo, Juliet, Zulu with a left-hand turn over here and crossing 2 to right in Juliet, Delta 807. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so gonna be left over here.
I would have taxi Iberia 312.
Iberia 212, ATIS November, runway 31 left, taxi right, Alpha, Foxtrot, Yankee, Zulu, cross runway 22
Okay,
right
like
at
this.
Foxtrot.
Then let's go for our taxi flow. I got no changes for our departure briefing.
Yankee, Zulu, cross runway 22 right at Foxtrot, Iberia 212.
Alright, and taxi checklist. That's flight controls, checked, flap setting, config 2, radar predictive wind shear, on auto, engine mode selector, norm, econ memo, takeoff, no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Alright, the Iberia is nowhere close yet, so we can just go to the full length here.
Iberia 212, the instruction was right Alpha. It appears one is going left on Alpha. So let's do this. Let's see. Continue via Alpha.
And we're clear to Zulu,
Charlie,
which is
please.
all the way at the full length down there. So we are clear to cross.
I can do a 360 from this position, Iberia 312. Sorry for that.
No problem. Could you squeeze the right into Tango
So, left
Alpha
is clear,
and take
and
Bravo
right
around,
is
or is
clear.
it easier for you just to stay on Alpha?
Alright, continue on Alpha, the Foxtrot, Yankee, Zulu, cross 22 right at Foxtrot, Iberia 312.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay, and then Zulu is the end, and we're ready to go.
Delta 807, wind, tree 0 at 21, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 31 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 807.
And 007 Heavy, looks like you're on block. Thanks for choosing Kennedy. We look forward to seeing you on a future flight. Shalom.
Ooh, that was a nice one.
Hello.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure. Lineup checklist. There's Zulu up to the right. And then we got takeoff runway. That's 31 left with a full length right over there. TCAS, TARA, PAX 1 and 2, off, lineup checklist complete. Alright, are you ready? I suppose yes. We'll just see what's gonna happen with those landing gear doors. If they're not closing, we'll just maintain green dot speed for the time being. Ready? Take off.
United 1067, Kennedy Tower, good afternoon, November current, call for taxi.
Flex 50, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Thrust set. .100 knots.
JFK,
Come on,
Tower Blue
rotate.
503 requesting PDC.
5503, Kennedy
All the
Tower, good
climb.
afternoon, November current, clear for
You're up. Now let's see what's gonna happen.
Information November is current and we have received PDC, just on 503.
And they're up.
Delta 807, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Frequency change approved. Have a good evening. Delta 807, thank you.
You're very welcome, my pleasure, we'll see you next time.
Thrust climb, climb, auto thrust. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Okay. Interesting. Flight director did tell us a left-hand turn. Okay, landing gear, doors not closed, maximum speed 250, fuel consumption increased, FMS predictions are reliable. Alright, ain't gonna exceed 250 for the time anyway. Flap 0. Speed check. Flap 0.
United 60, correct, United 7623, Kennedy Tower, good afternoon, November, current, clear from request, expect PDC. Just real quick,
okay, let's maintain that present speed.
Is correct.
And
however, the max altitude to Philadelphia per the ZNY SOP is going to be 8,000.
Just go up for 15 for the time being, and then we'll see about the rest later. Pack 2 is coming on, and...
yeah, you're good, thank you very much.
Well done, let's do that thing again. Econ actions.
You're welcome, man.
Landing gear, doors not closed.
And
just over to Honeycomb here. So, maximum speed 250 or Mach 0.6, we'll do that. Fuel consumption increased, and FMS prediction unreliable. Clear landing gear? Clear landing gear. Status. Okay, stop econ. So, let's just see if there's something we can do about this. First of all, where do we gotta go? To the right. Okay, then let's try something like heading 270 for now. Like that. Oh, climb heading. Okay, so, just a very quick check here. Accurate. So the question is, how can we reset this? Is there anything in here? Notes. Depending on aircraft speed, display may show landing gear doors in the amber transit position. In the event of gravity extension caused by failure of both LGCRUs, that's not the case. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Do we have any additional info there? This is where we would be reaching for the AFCOM in the real world now. Just to see if there is anything in there. On the A330 I would of course know how to do it. You can just... In the A330 you got that landing gear reset switch just below the gear lever. You just put that into the reset position and then you can reset the landing gears. Now let me see if there is something in the A320 family AFCOM that we could use here. Of course this I can't show you on screen because, well, rather obvious reasons. So, when the flight crew operates the crank handle, the cutout valve shuts off hydraulic pressure to the landing gear systems and depressurizes it. I suppose that is what should have happened here. The interesting question is... Can you reset it? I mean, it looks to me like you can, because obviously the landing gear itself retracted. So is there a bug involved? Just checking the AFCOM still. Landing gear and door operation, AFCOM. I would absolutely love to show you this right now, but it's a bit of a pity that we can't. In the meantime, we can continue the climb here up to 19,000. We shouldn't go above 20 due to compressibility effects. So just gotta be a little safe there. And in the meantime, let's fly direct to Cody. Insert. Nav. And climb. So, in the FCOM it says the flight crew can reset the emergency extension system in flight after using it for training. Okay, well, let's try that. So, our speed is good, I think. Let's see, landing operation, extension 250 knots, retraction 220. So, yeah, tell you what, flaps 1. Let's already go down towards the S speed. And then let's extend the landing gear. But interesting, it's only turned at 1 turn. That is not enough. You need to turn it like 3 times. Well, no, wrong direction. Well, let's try to get that out. Now look at what the stupid assignment of a click spot can do. When you try to retract that, armrest, and suddenly you've got a landing gear problem. So here we go. Turn 3 times. That should get our gear down. And here we go, the gear is coming. So we got it down and 3 greens. And that is looking good. Then let's put that gear lever down as well. And then we can close this. One. 2. And 3. Let's put that thing away. Okay. So the wheel page looks all normal now. Look at that, the doors are closed. Okay, gear up. So let's see. Here we go. All doors closed. Problem solved. So I guess... I'm really not sure if there might have been a bug involved or not, but... doesn't matter. Here we go. So let's start accelerating. Flaps 0. Speed checked. Flaps 0. And set standard. Start a cross check, passing level 182. Now. Okay, well, that was interesting. But we made it. Problem solved. So, light signs, airport, and that's pretty much it. Clear and copy. Then let's see how much fuel we wasted on this. So, option 320, cruising 320, and we're arriving with 9.0, giving us 37 minutes extra. Alright, let's just do a wind uplink here, so that we don't have to work with the average wind. And then let's go all the way up to flight level 320. Okay, that was definitely an interesting one, but hey, we've done it. So I'd say for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us, and then I'll see you all on the approach into Las Vegas. Has been interesting enough for now, has it? Expect the ILS Zulu runway 26 left via Preno Delta 807. Alright my friends, we're on the approach into Las Vegas, and as you can already tell, we have switched from VATSIM ATC to AI ATC because there is simply no VATSIM ATC online at this time in Las Vegas.
Delta 807, altimeter 3012 confirmed, cleared Preno transition, expect ILSD, runway 26 left approach.
Yeah, whatever. So 3012, we said that earlier on already. And the rest is all checked. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the arrival that we are currently planning. Oh, and also have a look at this absolutely wonderful Delta Airlines livery. I just really like it. That's a beautiful livery, isn't it?
Altimeter 3012 confirmed. Cleared Preno transition. Expect ILS Zulu runway 26 left.
What are you doing, First Officer? I turned you off. Okay, anyway, the comms are with us now, so let's go ahead and get that thing going. For the arrival, we are following the Chow 4 arrival into Vegas, and that one is leading us via Chow down here, Wolf, Sachel, Fila, and Boo, inbound to Neon, eventually Pan. Well, actually via Wolf, Tattoo, Perlos to Preno, and then from there we're flying on to the final little bit confusing chart that we got down here. Now, from there on, we'll fly the ILS Zulu approach runway 26 left, as we have just learned, and that one leads us right over the, well, not exactly, but almost over the Hoover Dam, which is down here, and then straight onto the final for Las Vegas. Now, the runway itself is 26 left. We're going to vacate it to the right-hand side, probably via Alpha 6, and then we're parking at the Delta gates over here. We'll see which one exactly in a couple of moments. Alright, so that much about our plan. Now, for the approach, we've planned a config full arrival, minimum 2,269 feet, 18 degrees over there in Las Vegas, so it's nice and warm, but not too hot. Alright, I'd say let's go for the approach briefing. So we're flying the Chow 4 arrival, ILS Zulu 26 left, minimum safe altitude up to 12,000 feet, approach minimum 2,269, and the go-around is a dual right-hand turn, climbing altitude 6,000. Extra fuel and time, we've got 29 minutes in the form of 1,900 pounds. Okay, so this will be flight director guided, config full, maximum reverse, auto brake low to vacate the runway to the right hand side. We've got nothing special, we've got nothing non-standard, and more than enough stop margins. One hotspot for the taxi, and that's the crossing of runway 26 right, and then eventually over to the Delta gates. As mentioned, nothing special, nothing non-standard. Threats for the arrival. Terrain is a little bit of a threat here, so terrain display will be in use on my side. And actually you can have it as well, because weather is absolutely not a factor today. Now, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything to add? No? Alright. Passing 10,000, so that's gonna be lights on, signs on, constraints, LS. And we got GPS primary with high accuracy. One thing to mention, during the latter stages of the flight, we had a couple of problems with the ADS-B and the GPS left failing, but that stuff, as you can see, has all fixed itself. Welcome to the world of Airbus. And yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to this.
Weather in Las Vegas is looking pretty good. The temperature around 17 degrees Celsius. Far side mountain gate is currently 826. Thank you for your cooperation, and we appreciate you flying with Delta Airlines.
Okay, we appreciate you as well, my friends. Okay then, so beautiful look outside. We will be turning right over the lake, then across the river over here, which is eventually leading all the way to the Hoover Dam, which is going to be on the left-hand side on this approach. All constraint start, descent blue. And speed target 210 at Preno. Speed is coming down, I like it. All constraint. Actually, just a quick check. Is the Hoover Dam down here already? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so I lied to you earlier. Hoover Dam is on the left-hand side over here. So, 210 knot restriction at Preno. Airplane will be able to do that without any problems. And we are cleared down to 6,000 via the arrival. So we'll continue the descent here momentarily after Preno. Now, 210, we do have a crosswind, not a tailwind, so if we fly 217, that's fine with me as well. They will complain if they don't like what we are doing. I just can't get enough of that beautiful livery. This is just fantastic, isn't it? Now, let's have a look from the other end side. And there it is, Hoover Dam right down there.
Southwest 3418, direct Huxar. Cleared for the ILS Yankee runway 26 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 5,000 feet until established.
Right, thrust idle descent out 6,500 magenta. We're not cleared for the ILS just yet, but that is surely going to come momentarily. Approach checklist. So, Barra Ref, QNH 3012. Seatbelts on, minimum is Barrow 2269. Auto brake, low, engine mode selector, norm, approach checklist complete. Okay, speed out constraint star. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. All constraint, descent blue. Thrust idle descent, out 6,000 blue.
Delta 807, descend and maintain 4800 feet cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach via Preno.
Descend and maintain 4,800, cleared ILS 26 left at Preno, Delta 807. Speed, glass slope star, log star, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Go around altitude 6,000 set. Okay, flaps 2.
Delta 807, contact Las Vegas Tower on 118.75.
118.75, Delta 807. Las Vegas Tower, Delta 807, established ILS 26 left. So, southwest is like 3.5 miles in front of us. So let's start slowing it down.
Vegas Tower, roger, continue approach.
Okay, so just a quick check about the DME. Because we're in the US, the DME is rarely located at the runway threshold. Neither is it here, 1.9 miles. So we are, well, 10 miles out right now. Speed is looking good. Everything's looking good. I like it. Okay, that's gotta be the cabin. Hi, Emmanuel here.
Yeah, that's the cabin secure for landing.
Thank you very much, Norman.
Unit right, fine.
Cheers. Reset. And here we go. Okay, lovely. The speed is slowly coming back. The southwest in front of us is going a little left and right around the localizer, but more or less established. Then let's go gear down.
350 at 5, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
Runway 26 left, clear to land, Delta 807. Alright, flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. And flaps full. Speed checked. Flaps full. And look at that, the gear doors are operating normally as well. I like it. Okay, ain't gonna get any slower than that, but southwest, probably a 737, so probably flying fast anyway. So we don't really have to worry about that. I just absolutely love how different the terrain looks in different parts of the world. I mean, this has nothing to do with the terrain over in New York anymore. Los Angeles then looks completely different as well if we go further to the west. That's just the beauty of flying, the sheer beauty of flying. Okay, southwest is steadily 3 miles in front of us. Easy. Then I'd say let's have a little bit of fun. Landing checklist, ECA memo, landing no blue, landing checklist complete. So, nice view of the strip on the right hand side there, over there. Checked. And we're all stabilized.
Southwest 3418, contact ground on 121.1.
Ground, Southwest 3418.
400,
Land.
300, 100 above,
Checked.
Southwest 298, hold short of runway 1 right.
200, minimum,
Continue.
1 right, Southwest 298.
So, very easy to get an optical illusion here because of the runway shoulders, which are very wide.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5,
Spoilers, reverse green. Brake low, decel. $70 knots. Manual brakes.
Auto brake off.
Alright, and here we are. So, 5 hours and 34 minutes.
Delta 807, contact ground on 121.1.
121.1, Delta 807.
Short of runway 1 right.
Holding short of runway 1 right, southwest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Las Vegas ground, Delta 807, request taxi to gate Delta 24.
get ready for some fun. Captain Emmanuel and the whole crew would like to say goodbye to you. Please remain seated with your
Delta 807, taxi to Terminal G, Gate 24 via Alpha 6, hold short of runway 8 left, then Bravo, Bravo 5, Charlie. Good day.
Delta 807, taxi Delta 24 via Alpha 6, Bravo, Bravo 5, Charlie, hold short 8 left.
Speedbird 2276, runway 26 right, taxi via Quebec.
Okay, Alpha 6 is right in front, so we follow that southwest, but we do hold short of the runway for now.
Charlie Speedbird 2276.
Delta 807, request crossing runway 26 right.
Delta 807, cross runway 26 right, approved.
Crossing 26 right approved, Delta 807. Alright, after landing checklist, radar and predictive wind shear off, after landing checklist complete.
Short of runway 8 left, traffic holding in position.
Yeah, that comes a little bit late. I'm going to ignore that. Okay, so Alpha 6 and then Bravo, Bravo 5, Charlie to the ramp. Okay, the right hand side is clear, we'll follow the southwest. So now the big question, are we going to do single engine taxi? Now, I'd say probably no. In the A330 you can actually do it in Las Vegas, it has so much idle thrust that it is no problem, but I think here we are going to be a little bit more cautious, because the A321's engines are not exactly made for that. Oh, look at that, Condor is on final from Frankfurt. Also a nice 11-hour flight. Okay then, Bravo, Bravo 5, Charlie, so we go left over here. That's nice, because the southwest is going very slow. They're probably getting paid by the actual block hour, and they might be in overtime. That's kind of what I'm suspecting here. Oh no, they are turning over here as well. Okay. We do it nice and slow.
Ground Southwest 41904, taxi to the gate.
Southwest 41904, taxi to parking via Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Whiskey Golf, Golf 1.
Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Whiskey Golf, Golf 1.
Okay, so let's have a look at the parking stands. So Concourse Delta 24 is right up here at the top. Okay, so Charlie, then via the line 1 or line 2, all the way over. Southwest, what are you doing? Okay, he's turning. Finally. Five knots around the turn. Must be a new guy. I thought they're always going 30 knots. Okay then, that's it for the southwest in front of us. Now let's get going. Tell me guys, is it normal that we still see the ADS-B indications on our nav display even with the TCAS in standby? I'm really not too sure about that. Maybe, may not be. Do let me know in the comments if you do know.
Via Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Sierra.
Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Sierra, Skywest 3675.
Alright, while we're on a long straight line, let's go into the services and tell GSX to prepare our gate for us. Come on. What the hell are you doing? Delta. All. Next. Next. 24. No follow me needed. That's it. Okay, so next to the left. We're right down here now, entering via spot 2. So this part over here is the problem when you do single engine taxi, because this one goes quite a bit uphill. Oh, lovely simulator lag. So yeah, this one goes quite a bit uphill, so you got to be a little careful over here that you're carrying enough speed. Okay, so APU, master, and starter. And the runway crossing is complete, so strobes are going back off. Okay, so left, and there's going to be Delta 24. So, here's 21. I think that next one maybe... No, we are going over here, okay. My normal flight simulator cheat doesn't work here. Normally, I just check for where's the ground equipment, and that's where we gotta go, but nope. Okay, Delta 24, here it is. Lights off, please. Come on, a little more. Looks like we need a little bit of breakaway thrust. And stop. Okay. APU bleed on, park and brake on, and APU bleed is showing. Cabin crew, all doors in park. Okay, here we are. Engines running down. Almost 9 minutes for the taxi in. Not too shabby.
United 753, taxi to parking via Alpha 6, hold short of runway 8 left, then Bravo, Bravo 5,
okay then.
Charlie 5.
So, parking checklist. Park and brake of trucks, brake set, engines off, wing light off, fuel pumps off, parking checklist complete. Then let's get ourselves some ground services, and with that I'd like to thank you very much for flying along. I do hope you enjoyed it. As always, leave your feedback in the comments underneath the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. Let me know which route you'd like to see next, and then I'm really looking forward to see you all again on the next one.